Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
Ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Nashville.
On the return, it's Taylor.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
There to bring him down.
Do against a quarterback like him, you've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
They're going to try and throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10. Here's Cunningham. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. On the return, it's Taylor. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Cunningham. Out to his left. And going deep for Hill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And what a big-time play there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Cunningham. Touchdown! David Njoku. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Ted Hendricks.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Cunningham. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Cunningham to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They run here with Singletary. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devin Singletary, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer. Morton Anderson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense this point.
And that's caught inside the 30. 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cunningham. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Cunningham. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Green to bring it back. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Dickerson on the handoff. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Namath. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Play fake, now Namath. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Namath. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Randy Moss, 67 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Marcus Davenport in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 2nd down, it's Parsons. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. Parsons, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now, it's Parsons. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Folks' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
They'll run on first down. Parsons, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, it's Parsons, and he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off the play fake, it's Namath. On the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Namath to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Namath to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To throw on first down is Namath. Steps away. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Second and 8 coming up. To throw, Namath. Open man right side is cut, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On first down, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They go play action with Hurts. They're going deep for Hill. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 46 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Back to Dickerson here on second down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Namath. Escaping the pressure right. Going up top for Kupp. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a give right side. Parsons. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hurts going to take this himself, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Green to bring it back. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. One quarter remains in this divisional round matchup. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Namath. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Namath to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that slight of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Green to bring it back. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Minnesota. On 1st and 10 now, Namath. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Moss. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Lawrence Taylor in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he is all the way up past the 25. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.